Our youths are our nation's future. Nothing good is actually certain for any nation that does not care about our youth population. The youths are the future of every nation. For a nation's future to be secure, the empowerment of the youths should be a major priority. They will determine whether the future will bring peace or war, reconstruction or destruction. A Yoruba adage says, and I quote, "One who is building an empire and refuses to train his children, these untrained children will destroy the empire that was built." The reason is that these untrained children cannot be able to manage the empire that was built. So also, I get scared about the future of Africa and my country, Nigeria, because of the high level of negligence of youth development by saboteurs in government and various business owners. Those saboteurs are responsible for the pitiable condition of our respective nations in Africa today and are already destroying their future. Those saboteurs refuse to promote the sports in our schools as it used to be. They make sure that teachers are handicapped from performing excellently in classes because they are already demoralized. Government hold some teachers several months of salaries. Most public schools in Africa are mere skeletons. The learning environment are usually not conducive. The chairs and desks are not sufficient for the students' population and not good enough. Some classrooms cannot protect the students against the torrential rain. The schools that claim to have libraries have them as almost empty. There are no books to engage the students in reading as to distract them from social vices. How many people can take their children to private schools with the state of the economy? Most parents have diverted those hours they usually dedicate to their children. Those parents return home late at night, very tired. They would not even be able to ask their children how they spent their day or take time to notice any psychological changes in them. Yet, those parents still not able to meet up with their children's needs. Some children have to either hawk wares or become farm laborers to augment whatever their parents can afford so that they can go to school. Moving vehicles knock down some of them in the process of hawking, while some people kidnap them for trafficking and other dirty purposes. Some of them are sexually abused, while some others are initiated by bad gangs. Despite all their efforts, some of them are still not able to complete their schooling. They eventually become dangerous and constitute nuisance to their respective neighborhoods. Those that manage to continue schooling have to think of how to pass their exams so that their many years of efforts and suffering will not be in vain. Those that cannot cope would rather cheat than fail their exams and have to move forward in life. Those students caught cheating during the exams are usually expelled. Therefore, they will find a way to unleash their frustration on the innocent citizens through armed robbery and other social vices in order to have what to live on. Most students that manage to complete schooling but end up without employment and do not receive any welfare benefit from the government can become another category of dangerous people to the society. When caught for any social vices, some people met out jungle justice to them immediately, while some others are sentenced to prison by the court of law. Some of them died during shootout with the police. The ruling elites, who are the root cause of all this evil, by robbing the masses of what belongs to them, are going about to enjoy maximum freedom, respect, and protection. If I have to break down further the negative effect of the corrupt practices of the political elites and their accomplices, you will see reasons to show some measure of compassion to those caught in most social vices. I am not by any means trying to justify their conducts, but for every action, there must be a reaction. As from October 1st, 1960, Nigeria's independence, up to this time, every head of governmental organs should be brought to justice. Abuse of political office has to end. Political offices or any position of responsibility at all call for accountability to the people. No one should use these positions of responsibility to demonstrate the usually gross irresponsibility. Now is the time for us to decide what the future will bring. Our youths should be the basis for this decision because some of the lawlessness and insecurity in our continent today is as a result of our decision-makers' nonchalant attitudes towards youth development and empowerment. If something is not done fast, then the worst is yet to happen. I also admonish the youths to resist evil and use their time to think of what they can do for themselves as well as for their continent. As a people, we should stop chasing shadows and learn to address the root cause of our problems. For instance, chasing armed robbers all around the place is not as effective as curbing political robbers. As soon as they sentenced or cure some of those caught in social vices, others are warming up. Eradication of social vices in our society can never be possible as long as corrupt practices continue. Fellow Africans, let us revive our dying future through the renewal of our mindset. If we refuse to do so now, then we cannot avoid the impending danger that is swaying over the atmosphere of our continent. This danger is like a cloud of rain that has reached its fullness and is about to pour heavily. We must avert it. If we allow the outpour of this evil, houses will become bushes, blood will flow like streams on the streets of our continent, and vulture may become a national bird. A nation that forgets God will usually end like this. Although Africans proclaim being religious, but the evidence of the fear of God in our midst is almost nowhere to be found. Upright conduct that will make people's lives better is lacking in our polity. God is not pleased when some people deny others of their rights. God is not pleased with the past and present decision makers who have and are still busy looting the treasures of our dear continent, Africa. I pray that the foreseen days of danger never come. Those who think that their future is secured through wealth acquired from government or political offices will not escape nemesis. I do not think we need prayers to avoid the impending days of agony. What we actually need is a real change on the part of our decision makers. We need such a change that will motivate the followers to enroll for change as well. We need such a change that will give everyone peace of mind and able to sleep with their two eyes closed. We need such a change that will guarantee the future of our youths. We need such a change that will enable every citizen to drive around freely and at any time without the fear of kidnapping and armed gangs attack. We need change that will make the past and present decision makers to return to the nation's treasury, that which they have unjustly acquired. Only change can put an end to every nonsense and insecurity in our society and avert the impending days of danger. Only change can make us concentrate on the youths, knowing that they are the future of our dear continent, Africa.